going to take a short break with this preview of Mike the Bee Guy Wallace showing our team his bees and the importance of milkweed. You can view the full segment on our YouTube channel.
This is Candace Livingood with Nevada County Now, and today we are going to be learning about pollinators, butterflies and bees, and milkweeds.
They're mostly in the center. That's where the queen is going to be laying the eggs and so on. What you can do is stick your finger in there and you see all that honey? It's okay. You gotta be fast.
Oh my God. It's halfway in.
Oh no, it's halfway out.
Halfway, it's hatching?
So it's coming out. It's emerging as an adult right now as we look. So this one's almost out right now.
There she goes.
There it is.
She's out. Birth of a new bee.
Milkweed is really cool. Number one, it's the only thing the monarch butterfly will lay eggs on. Milkweed. No milkweed, no monarch butterflies. This year, the numbers just came out. It's a little more than 12,000 adult monarchs. Now keep in mind, in 1994, I believe, when they first started doing the count, there was 1.2 million butterflies that were counted initially. It's important not to just have milkweed. If you're going to plant for pollinators or just plant for monarchs, plant for all pollinators.
Today we learned about pollinators and bees and monarchs and milkweeds and so much more. Mike the Bee Guy was amazing. He's an educator, an enthusiast, and a great all-around guy.
Bee populations here in Nevada County and across California are in decline, raising concerns for local agriculture and the environment. Recent data shows U.S. beekeepers lost more than 60% of their honeybee colonies between 2024 and 2025, one of the worst die-offs on record. Experts point to a mix of factors, including habitat loss, pesticides, climate impacts, and parasites like Varroa mites. So what does this mean locally, and what can we residents do to help? Joining us now is Mike the Bee Guy Wallace, a Grass Valley beekeeper working to protect pollinators and educate the community. Welcome back, Mike. It's good to have you here.
It's good being here.
And it's spring. How about
Yes,
that?
I know. It's so exciting.
So much activity.
Yep.
Birds are singing, the bees are buzzing.
And they're swarming.
Yes. Oh, so you said before that you have a hive that's threatened to swarm.
Started to swarm,
Yeah.
But fortunately, I was able to split it into 3 separate colonies. And it
kind of brought the pressure down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So tell us about this decline in the die-offs and the mites and the parasites and such. What the heck is going on?
Well, before the early 90s, beekeeping was really easy. All right, you would get your bees and they were happy. You didn't have to worry about them dying in the wintertime or anything. And then in the early 90s, this Varroa destructor mite got imported from Indonesia because some people wanted to save money and they bought hives from Indonesia, had them shipped over, and they were infested. Indonesia had, the bees knew how to take care of that, the mite problem, okay? Whereas our bees, the European Western honeybee, did not know how to take care of it.
Okay.
So they had to, basically, the population dropped as they went through the United States, okay? And since our almond pollination is such a big deal for beekeepers throughout the U.S., we have people coming from Florida, North, Midwest, all to California to set hives out so they can pollinate the almond trees.
Yes.
So the problem there is you have all of these bees from outside the area coming in, and some
Invaders.
of them are, really infested.
I see. Okay.
And they just spread it around because the mites, they're like little tiny crabs, but they can jump on different bees.
Sure.
And since bees do drift into a different colony at times, they infest those colonies with the Varroa also.
So what can we as residents do, and what do beekeepers do to protect their hives?
Residents, if you're a hobbyist beekeeper or you belong to a beekeeping group or whatever, nowadays we have to do what's called treatment for Varroa. And there are two ways to do that. One is organically, which I prefer, or the use of chemicals. The problem is the use of chemicals, the bees can build up a tolerance
Oh, okay.
to it,
Yeah.
which has happened to some of the treatments
Yeah.
we have used in the past.
Yeah.
So we're kind of going towards the organic, and also when some hives, we do what's called a mite wash. So we test 300 bees in a hive, and we're able to tell how many mites are really on those bees. So if the level gets too high, like 4 or 5 per 100, 4 or 5 varroa per 100 bees,
Right.
then we have to treat. Now we're finding some colonies are adapting to the varroa mite,
But it takes time.
which has taken time
Yeah.
since the 90s to now.
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
right?
It's a long time.
We have one person here right in Grass Valley, a world-renowned biologist slash beekeeper, Randy Oliver. You
Yeah.
may have heard of him, but he's got a very unique program going now where when he does the mite wash, he finds the hives that have 0 mites.
Right.
Those are the queens that he uses basically to breed for.
Tolerance or resistance.
Well, see, that's the whole thing. It's resistance.
Uh-huh.
But what's happening is he's putting those queens, the daughter queens, into the nukes that he sells and, to the community and stuff. So hopefully we're definitely seeing a difference now, at least locally, because he's kind enough he's trying to just pour into the whole county a bunch of his queens.
Yes.
All right, that
Yes.
are resistant, which means when they go to mate with drones, hopefully the resistance will carry on.
It'll work.
Right.
We have probably about 20 hives that we host. We are not the beekeepers. We have, and they're gone right now to the almond groves. But I really find that I miss them. And when they're returned, of course, the beekeeper brings them back in the middle of the night to, keep the stress low for the bees. It's always sort of a celebration for my husband and I.
Yeah.
The girls are back. This is what we always say. The girls are
Right,
back.
right.
We get really excited. So
Do you stay in the house or do you go and watch?
no, they're usually there around midnight. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't go out at night.
Yeah,
We're
don't
like-
mess with bees at
Yeah,
nighttime. It's
no.
the rule.
Yeah. So anyway, well, let's just hope that this continues to work and
Yes.
that we have a productive, lovely spring for our bee friends.
I agree.
Thank you for being here.
No problem.
Good to have you again.
Okay.
Bye, Mike.